Hi everyone, and welcome to a small series of videos where I'm going to be upgrading my 3D printer, mostly by 3D printing things for it. And this first one, we're going to make a sort of strain relief for that cable that's coming into that connector on the bottom left hand corner of the heated bed there. Had a bit of a mishap after months of use, where one of the red cables went into that block. It actually snapped off, so this is hopefully going to sort that problem out. Okay, there we are. This one there. There we go. We'll super glue these edges and just move that over. That'll go there, but on the other side where the cable is. So let's just get that done. Right, so I've got that fitted. I have to use a couple of clamps just to hold this onto the bottom of the heated bed whilst the super glue set, and use cable ties there, which means that the tension is now on the other side of those rather than at this joint here, so we shouldn't get any more cables coming loose on that connector, which is good news. There we are, another successful print. Okay, thanks for watching this one. Hang around and I'll do the CAD as usual in Fusion 360. Quite a simple job, this particular one, and I'll see you on the next video. Okay, welcome to the Fusion 360 part, and this one's going to be fairly easy to do because the fork shape is made up of essentially a number of rectangles, some of which are connected to each other, like to make this kind of S zigzag shape here, and then we've filleted various corners, just to make it look a little bit aesthetic, but also just in case it starts bumping into anything, you know, a cable or something like that, then it helps smooth rather than snag the strain relief bracket and prevent rubbing, essentially, which is what the thing's on there for in the first place. So okay, and as I've worked on this, I've also been thinking about the various kind of extrusion levels that I'll need, and I've essentially segmented up the diagram so I can achieve that. So these areas here will essentially be glued underneath the bed. This area here will be essentially the main strain bearing component, if you like, and then we need a channel which we're going to have our cable in this area here, and then two slots on each side of this channel so that we can put a zip tie through to zip tie the cable through. I've measured the connector block which fits into this area here, and there's also one of the limit switches connector for that also needs to fit into this area. Okay, so we'll stop the sketch and then we'll start extruding. Let's just move that into a kind of isometric view. There we go. So the first thing we're going to do, I think, is select everything, and we'll extrude the whole thing by 3.5mm. That should give us a kind of nice platform to work from. Then we need to extrude these areas here, and they need to be a couple of mil higher, so I'll make them 5.5. Let's just do that now. Now it wants to create a new body, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do a join, and if we do 5.5mm, that'll bring that up nicely. It leaves a little channel in the middle here. And the last major body work we need to do is we need to extrude then these 4 slots all the way through, So if we select, say, 6mm, that's already changed to a cut. So just do that, and there we've got other slots in place that we can put cable ties to and cable the connector block bundle of wires into this channel, and therefore the strain will be over in this area on the cable, such as it exists, rather than on where it's going into the cable block connector and the crimps behind that. Okay, then I think all we need to do on this now is put some fillets, so we can round out some of these corners. Press the F key, choose some of these edges, so I think we'll fillet all of those edges. Actually, we won't do that one, and we won't do that one because this is going to be flush up against the plate, so the build plate will be in this area here. I think we'll just try a 1mm fillet, that should be nice enough. Click on OK, and we'll see if we can fillet this area here, because we don't want any sharp edges where the actual cables are running. So let's try that one and that one. Do a 1mm. Oh yeah, that's nice. And I might do that one there as well if we can. There we go. Possibly. Oh no, we can't do a 1mm fillet on there. We'll just use a 1/2mm one. That should be sufficient. Okay, on the underside, I think I'm going to fillet round the whole area. Let's just turn that sketch off now. So press F again. Fillet, fillet, fillet all around there. If we use a 1mm, no, it's not going to allow us to do that. Let's choose that as well. 0.5, yes, 0.5 it'll let us do, just to soften that area out of it. And that's basically our strain relief bracket. Okay, as normal, we'll click on Make, click the object, click on OK, wait for Cura to load. There we go, and this one's a fairly easy object to 3D print because it's all completely flat on the bottom. So we don't actually need to do anything on here other than save it to a file and send it off to the printer. So there we go, and you saw that printing out earlier in the installation. That's that object done for this bit of 3D printer upgrading, and there'll be a few more of these coming. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.